Hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievable. Whipping here.
This old job is always causing stress.
I'm tucking the truck here.
All I ever do is work. I don't get no rest.
Man, I got some video footage.
Night is on the way.
Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside.
I'm in trouble walk.
You just wouldn't believe how much rock in the truck is. Oh shit.
Oh, man, drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away.
We're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo.
Among my friends.
Tremendous
I
weather.
swear the page goes live again.
Coming in. Currently.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning.
I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so.
We will watch our blowing palm tree together. Do a little dancing. It's Friday. I hope you're doing well.
Protected. I don't want to get the camera wet.
We're going to talk tropics in a minute.
Beside me are completely sideways.
Louis was the chosen one today, by the way.
Not sure what the
I think we did both last night.
Definitely,
Oh, no. Oh, he's in the yawning mood. Ready? Let's get him to yawn. Ready?
I think we're seeing a little higher gusts. I got the back started right now.
Who's going to be drinking some IPAs tonight?
Trying to keep the camera from getting wet.
I had my picture of highlight last night. We went to
Eye of Ada.
Jack Willie's. Ever been to Jack Willie's? I love Jack Willie's. They're out of Gator, though. How could you be out of Gator, man? There's gators in our backyard. I love Gator. Black and Gator. Well, good morning, everybody. We're counting down. This is old footage from Ada back in Key Largo a couple years ago. It was only a tropical storm, but man, it was blowing hard. Troy, you want some koozies? We got koozies. Come on over, man. I always have one on me. All right, what a good tune that was. I love that one. That was our Andy Simmons special, man. We love Andy. He got me like 8. Oh, here comes the yawn. Ready? Nope. All right, well, good morning, everybody. It's the Daily Brew. How's it going? We talk weather here, live from Oldsmar, Florida. We are streaming live on good old Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And I gave up on TikTok because everybody gets so mad because they can't see the Daily Brew. I'm like, go to YouTube, go to Twitter, go to Facebook. So we're not streaming live on TikTok right now. We're gonna wait till they give me my stream key, then we will satisfy. We got a big launch tomorrow. The weather looks good. Shelly was saying 400,000 are expected. Plus, you add in the beach crowd, ship crowd. It's going to be a nightmare. Big old mess over there. I'm just not go. Well, we're going to a softball camp anyways here in Spring Hills. So anyway, good morning, everybody. We're going to say hi to everybody. So the new strategy is this. I'm gonna cut to the chase as soon as we start, and then so just stick around if you don't have the patience. And then we are also doing a little quickie during the day on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. That goes really well. And I started a new little YouTube video yesterday that went really good. So look for that in the afternoon. That'll be something new. I'm trying to get YouTube big too. YouTube big too. Chris Crowder, you like my dog? Yeah, he's a good old boy. The little one pees way too much though. You know, when we go camping, he can stay up on our bed for probably 8 hours straight, and here he pees every 8 minutes. I swear he drinks a gallon of water. Good morning, Paula Thompson. Good morning, Renee. Christy says, hey. It's the candy they love. No, they're just calm dogs. I don't know what the deal is. Kathy in Charleston. How about that rain in Charleston yesterday in Beaufort? Oh my goodness, man. You all got hit hard with rain yesterday, man. It was just sitting on top of you all day long in the Charleston area. Happy birthday, Big Dale. Good morning, Olivia over there. What's up, Edith from Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. Hermine, I remember that one. We were storm chasing Hermine here in the Bay, Wendy, and we had actual little storm surge in Tampa Bay because of Hermine. Some of the presentations that I do showing the difference of water flow that year. I had Emily on the park bench underwater, and then the next year we, of course, had Irma, and the water was the opposite. The water got sucked out of our bay. Another Kim from Charleston. Jonathan from Houston. Kathy says the rain has been out of control. I believe it. Megan Cox from Melbourne. Krista from St. Augustine. Dean from Darlington. Let's say hey to some YouTubers. What's up there, Lord Andrew? Man, good morning, Matt. Bill Barber. Good morning, Louie. Lord. Said he just woke up. Matt, you got wet. I guess you're from Charleston. Diana must be from Charleston. What's up with all the Charleston folks? Loretta Reed says you are chill. I know. I don't know what he takes, but he's a good boy. All right, we're going to put him down. Yes, the medic just said the wind, I think there was, 62-mile-an-hour wind gust reported at Orlando Airport yesterday and flipped over some planes. Oh, yeah, and the pilot died. Ugh, I did hear that. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that was the strong thunderstorm Orlando had yesterday. We can get some big ones. Charleston's building an ark. All right, you say bye to everybody. Say have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Labor Day. We'll be live Monday. Say, I love you guys. Love you. Love you. Never did take the ride in the Mustang yesterday, but I got a plan. I got the dogs going to wear the hats, and I'm going to wear the hats. Brooke's going to Turks and Caicos. Might get a little rain today. I don't know about tomorrow. All right, so hey, listen, cool things are happening. This picture on the screen right now, this is so funny. So we were eating at Jack Willie's, as everybody knows, yesterday. I got a text from my good buddy Jerry King. Everybody know Jerry King? He runs the Bomber organization here in Clearwater. He said, man, I just saw you on CBS. And then a couple of fans posted pictures on our pages, one on Twitter and a couple on Facebook. So ABC started running the commercial. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here, good supporters of mine, and all of you in MWP world. Talking to the Sean today, man, they loved it. The ad is out, so watch for it. If you think you see me on TV, you did, because it's a cool little ad. I can't wait to share it. So shout out to our friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. They're great people. And I actually had somebody call them and complain about 3 years ago and said, why would you hire a drunk? First off, I'm not. And secondly, we are a liquor store. You wouldn't really want to sponsor a guy that didn't enjoy a little alcohol now and then, would you? I don't think so. But they do sell water and ice and Coca-Cola products. All right, let's talk tropics. Chris, yeah, big time. How about that? I think I must have bamboozled them. I sell, like Chris Farley said, if I put a bag of you-know-what, put a warranty on it. Dane, I don't know. They're big in Orlando. I do own a shirt with a collar, Joel. So cheers, everybody. Good morning. Here's my daughter making straight A's right now. Junior, Emily, I know you don't watch, but I'm proud of you. She's working hard. All right, tropics in a nutshell. And then we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you so many scenarios. It's going to be an hour long. I can't wait. I started waxing the Mustang a little bit. I'm a little sweaty. It's hot outside. Good morning, Lisa. How you doing, Miss Yellow Dot? Nancy from St. Pete. Gandy, I love Gandy. I love the Getaway. I love the Salt Shack, and I love Hula Bay. They do sell a ton of salsa and chips. Actually, ABC's got a whole line of chips and salsa, man. It is awesome. Hey, Louie, enough. All right. So here's the tropics map. This is your official map. Remember, everything I say is not official. Everything I post, if you think I'm hyping and you don't like what I post, stick to the National Weather Service and National Hurricane Center. They're the official governing body of weather. we like to look at the what ifs in long range. So if that scares you, Halloween's coming. I'll dress up as a hyping weatherman. All right, so I'm going to focus on this real quick. All right, here's the current Tropic Mac. This comes out every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 and 2 every day Eastern. All right, so this is Invest 91. I'm just going to put I-91. So it went down a little bit. Yesterday it was 80 for a while, and then it was 70 last night, and that's still 70%. They're not expecting any development anytime soon. Here's the deal with 91, real quick. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get rid of everything else first. So this little guy is nothing. A lot of cool water ahead and dry air. So Danielle, surprise everybody, might become a hurricane very, 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 very soon. Maybe at the next advisory. It's got a lot of structure. A lot of warm water up there. We talked about it yesterday. 82, 83 degrees water up that neck of the woods. So it's just weird. It's so high up there. I teased Jim Cantori yesterday. I said the new main development region. But anyway, Danielle might be a hurricane. It's going to make all the headlines. Don't freak out about it. It's not going anywhere. It's not even going to affect our friends in the Azores. So unless you're paddling across the water like Truman Show or Forrest in his shrimp boat, you're good to go. All right. So those are done. So 91's got my attention. There's a lot of things to talk about. So 91. Here are the latest spaghetti models. First off, let's go show you these real quick. These are Southwest Water Management. General thinking has always been a recurve the last 3 or 4 days, okay? We had Bermuda in the tracks there a couple times, and you're kind of back in the tracks. We have a lot of people in Bermuda. If you always wondered why I mentioned the word Bermuda, we have hundreds of fans down there that watch us. So we're not just a United States, continental U.S. tropic site. But anyway, Bermuda's kind of back in it. Remember models, wiggle wobble, windshield wiper, like wah, 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 wah. So the models are slowly kind of back. So just keep an eye on it for Bermuda. Now, the tricky thing is this, all right? So this is, man, that dog's snoring. I might have to move him today. He's a little loud. Hey, Hunter, I know you're in heaven over there, but he's snoring away. All right, so a weaker system, weaker west. A weaker system could technically avoid development in the short term and slow down a little bit. Miss some of these upper level steering currents that was expected, and you just never know. Some of the ensembles are taking it close to the East Coast. Ensembles, not the main runs, ensembles. This scenario I teased now the last couple of days, a weaker west system is definitely on the plate. Not official by any means, but you can also notice that what the NHC does with their circle. The circle has increased girth. You probably never thought I'd say the word girth on a weather show. Mary, you don't mind the puppy snores? Okay. So anyway, if you notice the NHC has widened their cone a little bit. That's the cone of uncertainty. Hey! Just like a people. When you yell at a people that's snoring, they stop for a second. Dogs are people. All right, so there's nothing to worry about with 91. First off, nothing to worry about at this point in the game. If it slowed down, it would be more likely later next week before we're talking about any impact. So Labor Day weekend, this is not going to affect anybody in the continental U.S. This would be later next week. And I'm going to show you all the scenarios. So a weaker system could get tricky, possibly, never know. The other area that I'm watching, and it actually showed up on ensembles today, we have this lingering front that's going to sit around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, next week. Unbelievable. Double-digit rains are predicted for parts of Texas. Some of that could even creep over to Louisiana. So what happens with these lingering fronts? Sometimes some of this juice can dip down in here and make a little low-pressure area. Not seeing it on models, but over the years I've seen tricky little systems like this pop up. When we're all looking over here, something pops up over here. So I'm definitely saying just, if you like watching sneaky what ifs, next week we're going to have a lingering front in the Gulf, and every time we have a lingering front in the Gulf, there's always that outside opportunity for tropics to get brewing. So again, nothing official with that, but it is showing up on some ensembles. And forget about the MJO. We were already in enhanced stage. Didn't mean nothing. From here on out, we're watching things in real time. I posted a picture of Pin the Tail on the Donkey this morning on Twitter. And I said, this is the new forecast for me. So every tail is a spaghetti model. The donkey is the US, and we're going to pin the tail on the donkey with a blindfold. And that's because right now the models have been terrible. Now you just got to use a little common sense along the way. What has history told us? Tell us? Told us? Tell us? What has history told us? What has history told us? I did get a degree in college. Weaker storms go west. Models flip-flop. And nothing's set in stone. All right, so let's talk about some model runs first off. So I posted this morning. Let's just get right to it. This is your ensemble package from weathernerds.org. The guy that runs the site name is Matt. Provides a great service, and we support him and Levi a lot. So, somebody just wrote a book. I had to read it. Marky Monroe. Thank you for that. Oh, that was a nice little comment you just wrote. Thank you, Marky Monroe. Appreciate that. Dumb and Dumber. I love that. Oh, so you say there's a chance. Dumb and Dumber. That's right. Morning, Becky. Yeah, Connie. Hey, I might listen. I am so itching to go storm chasing. I might just have to go. Might have to go to the. We already had a hater. No way. The dog snoring. I know. I hate it. It's actually driving me a little crazy right now. Okay, everybody likes the dog snoring apparently. All right, so here's the latest ensembles. These are on weathernerds.org. Levi's got a different version of the weather ensembles too, so I bounce between the two of them. All right, so all this is really showing is that the euro is a little confused here. Now, one thing to note, these are very weak. The blue lines down here are very weak. So weaker system definitely won't get affected and pull as much north. But as you can see, the euro is confused big time. Usually you would start to see more agreeing models 5, 6, 7 days out, but we're not. So just kind of keeping it out there real that there are some ensembles out there that have I'm running out of things to throw at them. Oh, now he's coming back louder. Want some water? Here. Come here. Want some water? I'll play with that. There you go. All right, he moved. That's good. All right, so this is definitely nothing to laugh about, but there's nothing to be stressed about. It's just showing you the big thing is this. Yeah, the Euro runs 12Z00Z long range past a few days. Yesterday's 12Z models didn't really show this, but it did show the main operational model way over here. So is it sniffing a west shift? We're going to have to wait till afternoon to see before we really jump all in. But that's a lot of models that have shifted a little more west. Not saying the Euro's just been just as messed up as everybody else this year. Just you'd like to think that they might be smart sometimes. I don't know. I just figured out Hunter, give him a cup with water in it and he'll lick it. All right, so here's some of the ensembles. So here's the catchy thing. All right, so yesterday I shared this. Let's jump right into it. We do have this wave coming off of Africa. We'll get into that later. We're only going to talk about 91 right now. So this is Tropical Tidbits. This is what the Euro and the GFS showed yesterday. So let me pop into yesterday's afternoon run, the 12Z. And yesterday's 12Z run suggested a lot more track. This is 10 days out. Now watch this is very, very believable. This was yesterday's 12Z run. This was the afternoon run of the Euro. Remember, we've been talking a lot about this heavy shear that's already in place down in the Caribbean coming up from the southwest, and there's a lot of dry air that we've showed to the front and to the north. So the Euro, I think, is really smart about this because it's picking up that it's going to be weak here, and it makes sense. The system cannot organize through heavy shear and dry air. So the Euro almost breaks it down into just nothing. This is next Sunday, Labor Day weekend, right here, nothing. And then it kind of does what you know it's going to do. You get any low pressure area in the Western Atlantic, things have a chance to get going, and that's kind of what it ends up doing. So it's very believable. A weaker system misses some of those upper steering currents, and it ends up making a whole new idea. So that was yesterday. Now, overnight, let's look at what happened now. 12 hours later, the Euro, very weak, same spot. This is Sunday. Keeps it very weak, very weak, very weak, very weak, very weak. This is Wednesday of next week. And then it doesn't really develop it, but you can see the trend. Okay, one thing I've learned with tropics is you start picking up on trends. So a recurve out to sea is not 100% bottom line. That's all. That's all I'm saying. People know that weak tropical systems can be tricky. So that's all. And then the Canadian model yesterday did the same thing. And that's over the Bahamas, and that would be a week from Sunday. This would be around the 10th and 11th. So the Euro and the GFS both did the same thing. A fizzle, gets into the Western Atlantic. That's, to me, very believable. Now, if this system somehow organized fast, like the next 2 days, it would more than likely be picked up and do the recurve. But if it stays weak, the CMC and the Euro are showing that. So we'll just watch it, nothing to worry about. But, obviously, again, Bahamas have always been in the picture here, and Bermuda. Bahamas should definitely be watching. I mean, this thing makes, the one time the Euro had it stalling out over here just a couple days ago. This is that. If anything that we've learned in the last week is we've witnessed the classic windshield wiper effect with models. We haven't seen that a lot over the years, honestly. A couple runs ago with the Euro, let me see if I can find the right one here. What day are we now? I don't even know what the hell day it is, week it is. That was that run. I don't even know. Was it 12Z? I don't even know. I wish I could go fast forward here. All right, so we're just going to go back to 12Z on Monday. Showed it close to Bahamas. The 00Z on Tuesday showed over the Bahamas. Pretty weak though, but you can see, over the Bahamas. This is or Bermuda. Sorry, they both begin with B. Bear with me. And then we got afternoon Tuesday. Nothing much. Overnight Wednesday, close to Bahamas. Afternoon Wednesday, close to Bahamas. Overnight Thursday, kind of weak. So it must have been earlier in the week. Let's go to Monday. Yeah, Monday was when it showed really bad. So this is Monday. The Euro was showing that. Just a few days ago. So you get the idea. It's been bouncing around a lot. And then one run, it actually parked it. It must have been the overnight Sunday. Let's see, Sunday. This is the one that was interesting to me. Yeah, that one. So overnight Sunday, the Euro was showing that. So it's windshield wipered. It went from here to here to here to here. So we're kind of back in this idea it could be weak over, which it did really good on. This was predicted Sunday. Check this out. This was last Sunday's model run on the Euro, and look, weak. It predicted this 5 days ago. And that's what we're seeing today. This is Friday. This is what it predicted Sunday for today. And then it gave it a little window to develop, and it actually brought it towards the Bahamas. So that's just got my eye. The latest Canadian model overnight. Let's take a look at the latest Canadian model overnight. And it picks it up. Look, notice a stronger system develops, pulls it north. But it gets it close to Bermuda. So there's two models. Kind of windshield wipered back. So we definitely have seen a trend back west. No, I'm not even worried about the GFS. The GFS is terrible. I've given up on the GFS. I'm not even going to show the GFS anymore. GFS is terrible. And the icon really isn't that great on storm tracks either, but it is on development. So All we really got is the Hero. I do have some ensembles on here. This is on Weather Nerds also, but you can see these only go out 5 days. So can't really take too much stock in it. But this is smart. I mean, this is really everything in a nutshell. This is the GFS, even though I said I'd never show it again. I lied. You know, a weaker system is going to track more west according to the models. And then it all depends what happens in the Western Atlantic. So a stronger system gets pulled north, shorter term, long term system. So that's what we got to see. The longer this thing takes to develop, then the more chances it could reach the Bahamas, Bermuda, or even the eastern United States. So definitely something to watch. I mean, these intensity models we haven't really shared a lot. I'm really not a big fan of them, but you know, most of them do increase it, but they increase it 2 days, 3 days, you know, 4 days, 5 days, about 5 days. It increase, you know, most of them are showing development in about 5 days. So they're expecting a little. It looks like a mummy, little cat. All right, so I'm gonna slow down, read some stuff. Hey, Bobby, what's up, Miss Hurricane Harbor? Brittany, nothing. Nobody should be confused. Listen, there's nothing. Oh man, people are posting model runs again because we're starting to see models hitting the U.S. There's nothing right now to be worried about. Okay. The short range 5-day forecast, this thing is still going to be, it's slowing down. Remember originally 5 day, originally it was going to be here on Labor Day. We're talking now, it might only be here 5 days from now. So you got it through the weekend. You know, if you go by spaghetti models, which we all do. Oh, we got those 12Zs yet? Did we see a shift on the 12Zs? Oh. Yes, we have. Interesting. All right, so here's your 12Zs. Breaking news. Not really. We have seen a shift a little bit west. Your TVCN is your consensus models. The UK, I think, is stuck. I don't think it's spit out a run in the last several runs, and Levi's doesn't have the Euro on there. Euro's farther west. But we have seen a little shift. Here's Bermuda right here, actually. You're starting to see it come into the picture. So, you know, just listen. Anybody in the Bahamas need to be thinking about a potential possibly system later next week. Same thing goes for the U.S. If we were to get something, it would be later next week into the following weekend. That would be the 9th, 10th, 11th. We're so far away from that, anything can happen. All I remember over the years, we haven't really talked about this, Bobby. Have we talked about this in a while, Bobby? Is the windshield wiper effect. And this is classic. The Euro is definitely doing this. And now we're seeing it in the operational models, a little bit of windshield wiper effect. So the weather patterns can be changing a little bit. And we've seen that a lot over the years. Weather patterns change. What the Euro is seeing on the upper air, let's take a look at that. Just kind of give an overall picture of the weather up above. Remember, a slowing system. God, I always click the wrong one. I like this one. I don't like that one either. What the hell? I look at that one. A slower moving system might miss those initial thinking of a system recurving, because right now this is currently going into the weekend. Well, notice we have a weakness here, and this is the upper levels. This is Monday, but we do have a weakness here. Basically, is a weakness, and a stronger system likely would follow that weakness. And there's Bermuda. So that's kind of what the models are thinking. That if we get a stronger developing system, a faster moving system, then it would feel this weakness, get pulled up, turn out to sea. Stronger systems have a natural poleward motion northward, and they are affected more by upper level winds. So what the Euro's probably seeing is this high pressure starting to build in now later in the week, and you kind of see that. There it is right there. So here's next Friday. Notice high pressure is starting to kind of build in here, and that is why the Euro is now trekking a little bit more eastward, because the upper level winds now, it missed that opportunity to get turned because it's keeping it weak. So the whole key to this thing, I'm telling you, if this thing gets tore up over the next couple of days and it's just a weak wave, then that likelihood is there that this is going to reach the Western Atlantic. And who knows? You know, never, ever, ever predict anything like rapid intensification or anything like that. However, anything in the Western Atlantic, we know, can blow up quick. We've seen it. Dorian, Andrew, you know, any storm that reaches anywhere basically here has the opportunity to be sneaky. So that's what the Euro's seeing. And if we look at Saturday, September 10th, the upper steering currents, you know, high pressure now has built back in. So that's, you know, the Euro's pretty good with this, but it's flipped a little bit. But it is trending. It is trending a little bit more with this. I can't wait for the 12Z bottles. I might just take a nap so I wake up at 2. I need a reason to take a nap. My mom said, "What are you doing up so early?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm getting old. I wake up at like freaking 3 o'clock this morning, wired as can be." So I'm like, heck with it. I'm going to get up. So I get up around 4:30, and I work. And then about 2 o'clock, remember the old 5-hour energy drink when you get that 2 o'clock feeling? Man, that is like, how many of y'all get tired at 2 o'clock? I don't care who you are. Everybody's tired at 2 o'clock. And I get tired at 2 o'clock. All right, so the upper air pattern on the Canadian model, really cool to look at this. I'm telling you, this is so fast. I was hoping this year I would remember to look at upper steering maps more, because I worry that it's like anything. If you don't use it, you lose it. And over the wintertime, I forget a lot of the things I've learned with tropics. And what we're seeing here is classic. Currently, like over the weekend, this is Sunday, we have, and remember, Invest, this is Danielle. So all along, Invest 91 didn't make it, and then it turned into Invest 93, and Danielle's out here, and it's created this big weakness out here in the Atlantic. This is Monday. If our system develops quick, it would feel this weakness and get pulled towards Danielle. There's Bermuda. But what the Canadian and now the Euro's showing is it's not going to be strong. It'll be less influenced by upper level winds and delay that turn. And this would be next Thursday, next Friday. Now, yesterday's 12Z run, the Canadian showed it moving a little bit more and missing this. So this is so cool. This is the latest. This is next Thursday. Canadian, there's our system nearing the lower Bahamas. There's another weakness that came through on Thursday, and it actually shoots it up. Oh, that was last night's. That was yesterday's. Same thing today. Here it is. Next Wednesday, next Thursday, developing system. The weakness is a little more dippy, and it picks it up and pulls it on out of here. Now, yesterday's Canadian run showed a very believable scenario. Our system's a little bit to the south, a little bit to the west. It misses this opportunity. High pressure builds back in, which is the Euro showing, and potentially has a little bit more motion towards Bahamas and maybe the East Coast. So that makes so much sense. Weather patterns change, but the Euro in the past has been one of the best with upper level wind patterns. So we'll see. We'll see what the afternoon models say. Nothing to worry about. Just be aware, Just be aware. It is peak season. It is September. September 10th is peak season. Oh, man. Yeah, the GFS has definitely been to ABC a little too many times this year. What's breaking news? Did they call that a hurricane? God, if they interrupt every news station, breaking news, we have Hurricane Danielle. Who the hell cares? I don't care. I love breaking news. And it's on every headline. And then it is what they say. They don't tell you where it's going. They're like, breaking news, Hurricane Danielle forms in the Atlantic. Where's it going? Tune in at 11. I still crack up with the Sun News that had a devastating, record-breaking hurricane could affect the United States Labor Day weekend. Well, yeah, that one GFS run made national headlines, international headlines. All right, so we're going to talk about other scenarios that are coming up that I'm curious about. What's up, Sean? All right, so here we go. So here's the deal. All right, so the other system that we're watching, let's go back to Tropical Tidbits. So there is signs of this. Here's the official NOAA, the NOAA map. And the NOAA map shows September 7th through September 13th. We could have another African wave here coming off. So that's official. You know, that's a moderate chance. Some of the models yesterday showed it. The last couple days, the European has showed it quite well. Here's yesterday's 12Z. Shows it. This is Invest 91. This is the new wave off of Africa. It should emerge off Africa sometime around Tuesday. Middle of the Atlantic sometime next Thursday, Friday. So high confidence yesterday. We had the Euro showing it. We had the CMC showing it. And we even had the GFS showing it, which, like I said, I don't really care, but it did show it. It did show it. Now it's not even showing it again. Let's forget about the GFS. All right, so the Canadian back to overnight run still shows it. Here it is. Low rider. The Euro now has backed off. But, again, windshield wiper. Shows it a weak system somewhere around here. So that, you know, that's a week away. Going back to yesterday's 00Z, this would be sometime next Friday, Saturday. So this area has definitely been being picked up on as the next wave. But we got a lot to watch with 91 first. So I'm not worried about it. But there has been good model support that we could see another wave. This one a little bit lower. Lower riders, a little better chance sometimes to come across the Atlantic. And this again would be Saturday, September 10th, 9/10. So we'll keep an eye on that little area. Like I said, you know, the Canadian and the Euro have been on it. The icon doesn't go out that far yet. So we'll just have to wait on the icon. But it does show a low coming off of Africa too. So there's that one. The other tricky little spot now that we're going to talk about, the what ifs. Let me put this up real quick. This is a cool water vapor map. This kind of shows everything in a nutshell. So Danielle's way. And you want to know what a hurricane looks like? It's not a hurricane yet, but it's soon to be a hurricane. This is what it looks like. In case you forgot. In case everybody forgot what an Atlantic storm looks like. Well, it's not the best looking hurricane. Danielle, I hope I didn't offend any Danielles out there, but any Danielles out there, you're probably better looking than this Danielle. This Danielle is not really happening. But it's spinning. It's a little guy. And it might be a hurricane. Who knows? I mean, look, had a little eye-like feature. It's spinning. It's a little guy. But that's all we got. So, all right. So here's the big loop. All right. So here's Invest 91. It's actually trying, you know, like I said, there's dry air, and wind shear. So it's got a rough day or two ahead. But it is making a little moisture envelope here. It is pumping some juice from below, helping. So, you know, it's building a little window. It's got, it's got a little spinach. More than yesterday. Yesterday didn't have much at all. Now it's starting to. So here's your lower level winds. You know, not bad. A little better than yesterday. You can start to see it. You know, it's close enough to the islands. Listen now, Karen, we got our VA, we got our Virgin Island friends. It's close enough down there. Check this out. So there it is. 700 looking a little better. 500 way up here. That's the sign of shear. Wind shear. Upper level here, lower level here. Upper level winds strong out of the southwest. I hadn't even hit it yet, actually. There's that upper level low still kicking out here. This was always in the play here. This little boundary here. So still has that strong wind shear ahead of it. It's going to have to deal with later today and tomorrow. As far as convection goes, we might get some rain down there for the islands maybe. Let's take a look. Take a look. Might get a little bit. Oh, they designated our system out there, but I'm not even going to waste my time. Invest 94. Darn it. So look at that. That's odd. Well, hey, we got a lot of people watching this down there. Look, that's a little bit of oddness. So it's very disorganized. These storms are not attached to the center of 91, but they are riding in front of it. So we are getting rain and storms for our island friends. And here's that piece that broke off yesterday. Remember we were showing this? Definitely getting some of this energy down here. The main core is somewhere right here. 500 millibars more up here. So you are getting a little convective spin up. But that's not the storm. But it could be stormy. We got anybody down there? We got anybody in the Virgin Islands? This is probably going to follow along with it. So you're probably going to get some towards Puerto Rico maybe. All this sloppy system is going to be working its way. So yeah, we're going to get a little action. We're going to get nothing serious, but could be some stormy weather down that way. Ahead of our system. Our system technically is here. Off the island some more. So that's where they put the center at. Not necessarily by the islands. Even though they kind of split the difference sometimes. I've noticed the 500 millibars more offset because of the shear. Sometimes they tag the middle circulation. And the hurricane hunters might be going in later today. So there you go. What's up, Yar? Who'd I miss? Bobby says slow movers are difficult for models because they keep missing. That's exactly right. They miss it. How many times over the years, Bobby, have you seen that? Weaker systems miss the upper level steering currents and they keep on plugging west. Appreciate all the people watching, by the way. I know Pensacola peeps love the site. Hey, I love Pensacola peeps. Except I hate Easter peeps. None of you all better like them damn sugar marshmallow thingies. Those peeps. New York safe, Anthony, I believe so far right now. Oh, those peeps are awful, man. That's like pure sugar. Ugh. Mike Sanford, I love it. What's up, Charleston? We got a lot of people from Charleston, Carolina. Well, you know what? Maybe I will get to go see the Buford chalkboard. I'm heading north no matter what if this thing gets close. So really, there's really no reason to get anybody worked up on this European shift a little bit until we see the afternoon models. And if it becomes a trend with other models, then we'll realize the 12Z models did just come out, and they did trend a little bit to the west, a little bit, not a lot. I don't know why the Canadian or the UK hasn't updated on. We'll take a look and see if it pops up here. See if the UK has updated. Might not have updated in a while. I don't know why. Let's see. There's overnight. All right, so the UK is interesting. Anyways, next Thursday keeps our system a little more weaker over the Bahamas. Doesn't really develop it, but again, it doesn't. I don't use the models this far out for development because common sense tells you that any low pressure area that enters Western Atlantic likely will be developing. It's what we're looking at now is where they're at, and it's all based on steering currents and high pressures. And so anyway, that's the UK. All right, so let's go to a couple things. Let me put up the big picture here and show you another weird scenario that could be happening. I wish this water vooper. I wish this water vooper. I wish this water vooper late. I wish this water vooper late. How did I mess that up? It's water vapor map. Is that something to be worried about? I missed my L. I missed my M and called it an L. My brain processed the alphabet one letter early. Instead of map, I said lap. Ooh, lap. Not going there. All right, so here's one scenario we're going to talk about next. This is interesting to me because I'm thinking homegrown systems this year is going to be what we're talking about. So let me close this little guy. We'll just leave this up because I kind of like it. So this map here, all right, so during the week here, we got a lingering low that's going to be hanging out in Texas from a frontal line. A couple of the models are showing some Pacific energy that's going to come around, maybe help fuel even additional low pressure areas. Well, the weird scenario is this. Sometimes these little guys end up parking a little farther south into the Gulf, and sometimes they can spin up into things. So, you know, some of the ensembles are now showing that. So it's not that far-fetched of an idea that we could see this lingering front next week try to get going. And this would be, you know, next Saturday. Again, it's not high confidence, and I don't think tropical storm's even showing up yet on a blend of ensembles. But the point being is that following weekend, the Euro's picking up on low pressures out here, and we know anything can happen. The latest spaghetti lines on the Gulf are kind of showing just a few, just a couple, you know, not enough to get worked up about. But, you know, over the last several runs, it's been showing the same idea that we could see possibly a little low pressure popping into the Gulf of Mexico. So nothing to get worked up about. Weather Nerd shows it too. Weather Nerds, and you click up here, ECENS, and you go to loop on, and then you can fast forward to the end. Click, 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 boom. And as we get to the 8th, later next week, there we are. We start to see a few little low pressure spots in the Gulf. Just something to think about. Keep an eye on. Nothing set in stone, but always a chance with a lingering frontal line. Now, talking about that lingering frontal line real quick. So let's go to the surface map. I find this extremely amazing to me. So here's your surface charts for the next week. This is unbelievable. So see the low pressure here? L. But basically, this is Monday, lingering front. Tuesday, lingering front. Wednesday, lingering front. Thursday, lingering front. Friday, lingering front. Now, if you look at Friday on the surface charts, look what happens. The break off front happens, and sometimes these little tails could do something. So this is a week from Friday. Same thing I'm talking about. This is the NOAA surface chart. Our front finally fizzles, and now they're showing possibly a little piece of low hanging around, and that could be a little something to watch. Could be. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, what else can we look at? So big rains. Here's the official 7-day rain chart. This is amazing. Look at that. Some high totals coming. This is through Friday of next week. Some of these totals could reach 10 inches here in southern Texas. This is the official NOAA map. I shared earlier the blend map, which I love, and it actually showed this. Kind of the same, but this goes out 10 days. So the Friday to Friday map is Friday to Friday map. If that low sticks around, which it's showing now on the surface charts, into Saturday and Sunday the following week, we're going to have even more rain possible across the upper Gulf. So these are your 10-day rain totals. And we could see, you know, a lot of rain here. And some of this could stretch into Louisiana. But definitely parked over Texas for all of next week and into the following weekend. So that's just a little interesting tidbit. That's it. Oh, look at this. By the way, let's just leave this up. So I don't know if West Virginia, if you needed a friend, but our rain map is extending its hand and wants to shake your hand. West Virginia. Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountain. Everybody sing it. Shenandoah River. Yeah, what's that? Lingering Front. We've had a bazillion of them this year, right? Beaufort, South. Beaufort. There's a Beaufort. But Beaufort, South Carolina. What's up, Will? Parker. Yeah, Vicky, always a good reason to watch tails. Oh, my goodness. We like big blobs and tails. That lingering front. Hey, by the way, the launch looks good tomorrow. The weather is definitely dry on the East Coast. Joni, great point. Everybody thought, Andrew, listen. Yeah, there's been a lot of storms over the years that the models have incorrectly showed intensity entering the Western Caribbean. I believe Dorian was one of them. Let's look up the history of Dorian. Anytime you get a system in the Western Caribbean, Western Atlantic, I always mess it up. Anytime you get a system hovering around the Western Atlantic, oh, I didn't pull it up right. Oh, well, it's trying. Let's see here. Let's do Hurricane Dorian. Because if I remember right, I think we were watching Dorian and some of the models showed it. Is this the right one? 19. Was that 19? 2019? Okay. Graphics Archive. If I remember correctly, Dorian was not expected to be that strong of a storm initially. I think it split the gap. Do you remember that? I remember we watched this. This is bringing back very... It did. Look at this. Remember this? So we were watching Dorian. I gotta sip some coffee right now. I got this one damn hair driving me nuts. I did not drink my Red Bull today. Look, I have Mountain Dew that's unopened. I got to put my new case of Red Bull in. My buddy sent me 2 more cases and I forgot to put it in. So today's a Mountain Dew day. Cheers to Mountain Dew day. Dorian, remember, I totally remember like this was yesterday. It split the gap between Hispaniola and Puerto Rico, right? The weirdest thing ever. Everybody figured the mountains were going to tear it apart, and it never did. But the important thing to note is this. Intensity is always underpredicted, it seems like, to me. Not always, lots of times, with models. NHC has to go with models. But notice they said storm. So 5 days away, they were only predicting a storm. That's a huge difference from what Dorian actually became predicting a storm 5 days out. Now, it wasn't storm. But there we go. Then we started getting a hurricane. So, this area is what I'm getting at. Anything can happen in this area right here. That's why you got to watch. They finally put an M up on Wednesday. Boom. For 3 days out. And, of course, it became a hurricane. We know that. Man, look at that. You talk about model trends. I remember tracking this thing. Nobody could understand how that storm could just stop, and it did. I mean, we had high pressure coming in, man, and it was building high pressure, and it put up a block. And that's what it did. So, models are great. I'm not on overdrive today. But I will take my nap. You guys are killing me. I did have about 3 cups of coffee today. All right, so anyway, a little history lesson on Dorian. So, All right. Well, we'd like to go an hour, so I've been an hour. Let's look at the weekend weather. Let's take a look at. So I'll do a little YouTube video. Listen, I don't know if I'm going to upload it because, just because. The format's a little different over there. I can't really cross upload. So I'm really anxious to see the 12Z model is what I'm getting at. And then we'll see if there's a trend west a little bit. Another cool site that kind of shows you that is this NOAA site here, and we can zoom in on 91 a little better here. And we can take a look at ensembles with all the models. And this only goes out 5 days. But the point of it is this. We'll start to see some of the models ticking a little farther west. UK, not a lot. Like I said, not trying to scare anybody. Just that 5 day euro. These are euros. Just be watching. I could definitely see something surprising with a little shift west. And like I said, we got a lot of people watching this in the, Bermuda and Bahamas. So we'll see what that does. Come 12 o'clock this afternoon when the 12Zs come out. A lot of these are your euros that keep it very weak. But if it has a chance to reorganize, then, we'll be talking about that. So again, this is 5 days from now. No chance it would reach maybe lower Bahamas, possibly 5 days from now. But as far as people worried anywhere else, if it did something weird, it'd be following week. Okay, weather today. We got to look at this. We got to look at the next 2 days at least, because we're getting close to the weekend, and the weekend is here. Hunter can't wait. I can tell. All right, here's 2 day rain. So let's just take a look at it real quick, and then we're going to zoom in on Florida for the launch. Here's your next 2 days. It's maximum radar. We don't want that one. All right. So here's what we got today. The flow today is this. Storms developing across the east coast of Florida and will be working their way west today. Some of these obviously in Georgia. This is this afternoon, 2-3 o'clock. It's real sporadic everywhere else. But our Florida storms will be going east to west today. East to west today. Tomorrow, the morning, there's nothing. And it looked like that yesterday too. Some of this energy is starting to get pulled into this lingering front. Now look at Texas tomorrow. Lots of rain coming up from the Gulf tomorrow for Texas. This is tomorrow. So Texas rains, Louisiana rains tomorrow throughout the day, getting a little heavier as the night goes on. So this is afternoon tomorrow, Saturday night. A lot of rain rolling into Texas, Louisiana tomorrow night. But it looks like the east coast of Florida, man, is not going to get anything. The storms tomorrow develop middle again, and they push east to west again. So morning rains tomorrow look very good into the early afternoon. Doesn't look like any storms are going to develop till later in the afternoon, and that would still be to your west. So launch forecast looks pretty good as far as rains go. There's no storms to worry about. There are some storms out west. Look at this. This is nutty. Is this Vegas area? Or Las Vegas? Phoenix? Arizona? Check this out. We got a little, not tornado, just straight line. Big winds, though. Could be some big winds out there today. So don't be wearing any mini skirts. Marilyn Monroe. Louisa, yeah, let me go. So we didn't show Hunter today. We'll close out the show. It's a show. I'll go get Hunter. Oh, by the way, you like my 4th of July shirt? This has got the dog on it. Thought it was a $5 special kind of got Louis on it. I'm going to go wax the Mustang. It's my dirty shirt. But come on, Hunter. Nobody saw you today. Big guy. This is the one making all the noise. He is my boy. I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm more partial to Louis. My mom's like, you love Louis more than Hunter. No, I don't, Mom. I love them both. This is Hunter. This is the one that makes all the noise. Let's put on the big map. We'll say goodbye to everybody. I'll just leave it right there, I reckon. Make it look professional with a black background. I like it like that. So we'll just leave it right there. Have a great weekend, Lord Andrew. Yep. Thank you, Rick Taylor. Jonathan just became a Cat 5 member. You the man, Jonathan. Appreciate that. You will get all kinds of perks, including a shirt. This is the little guy that makes all the noise, Beverly. Yep. Oh, he just loves his attention. Look at them. They all put their head up. They're so proud. They're like, yeah. Casey, I know. Isn't he the cutest thing ever? I'm telling you. I really tried to market Louis. These guys could be famous. I'm telling you, man. Miller Lite, if you're watching, you need a new Spuds McKenzie, man. Oh, okay. Oh my God. He's making these weird noises, but isn't he the cutest thing ever? So yeah, we're gonna watch them all. I might go live this week. You know, I don't really have much going on. We might do live tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, if the launch goes off good and everything. But we'll be back Monday for sure. We're entering the peak month. I'm putting a warning out now. I'm going to Talladega. I missed it for COVID. We went last year. But I do have good news. My friends at Verizon, Mr. Earl, if you're watching, are going to hook me up with a brand new technology 5G MiFi setup that apparently I'll be able to get some good coverage in Alabama. So worst case, I have to do some broadcasting from Alabama. That's the plan. But I am not missing my Talladega trip. We only have 1 or 2 weeks a year with the kids, so that's what we're doing. Right, buddy? You gonna go Talladega? You wanna go? You wanna go Talladega? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Look at he just sit there all day. He doesn't even move. He's like a stuffed animal. The best part of the day is they crawl up on me when I take my little nap. This guy likes to crawl underneath my chin, and Louis crawls in between my legs. Right? Go take a nap? Oh my goodness. All right, so hey, everybody's good. Snoring, I know, Casey. All right, well, it's a great weekend. Hopefully everybody's got some plans. Let's go over a couple things. So watch for the ABC commercial. I'm excited about that. Don't forget our good friends at Furman with a 30% discount right here. You can click on that link right there, and it automatically adjusts the prices for you, so you don't have to type in any code. So it's 30% off, free shipping. Unbelievable deal. We got a lot of other great supporters. Our Windstorm Products got a company here out of Florida. They offer 10% off with their code here. Great guys. Stingray. I follow Stingray Branding on Twitter. They do a lot of custom marketing and logos and apps and stuff. So we've had a couple people reach out to them that are MWP fans, and we support them. They support me a little bit too, so that's cool. But yeah, just enjoy your weekend. Don't be stressed out about the tropics. We're entering the peak season, September 10th is the peak. Things can happen. And then we're on a downhill. We're like a roller coaster, right? We're going up. The Euro long range predictable. They come out monthly. We'll show you that before we leave, and of course, leave you with that. The let's see if I can find it. I think I retweeted it yesterday. So let's see. Let's go check this out. So there was a long range predictor here that is right here. This is Philip. This is the CSU. Is he the one? Philip? I think Philip Klotzbach. Yes, he's the one from CSU. Well, anyway, this is what the Euro came out. A busy second half of the season, with significantly above normal ACE and frequency from September 11th to October 2nd. And he even jokes, I am now in the category I believe it when I see it mode. But if you like stats, the Euro is predicting a very active month of September. There we go. We'll see about that. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, by the way. Mike's weather page over there. And I'm going to do these little quickie videos throughout the day. Once a day, more afternoon, probably around 5 o'clock. So if you like it, tune over there. I can embed these a little easier and stuff. So, all right. Well, have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Watch for a special live this weekend, possibly, if the models keep shifting west for Invest 91. Or maybe I'll just do a static video and upload it. But that's what I'm watching. And we'll see. Next weekend. Who knows? The following weekend. Could be a little leftover 91 or maybe a little golf action. Small chances. But that's where I'm watching. So we'll see.